Okay, that'll be enough for now.
You may ask.
Oh, but look, you look different from the other women here, does she? Maybe Shalar has a keener eye than me.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
What? I honor the face of my mother.
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
Sensitive subject, is it?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Fine. I'll be going then, shall I?
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's difficult to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
Ooh, she sounds excited. Well, it's like a current. It passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches. Yes, exhilarating.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm.
She didn't ask you.
Passions of all
She asked me.
living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life.
Yes.
The promise of new territories and new blood. The call of new mysteries in the dark.
It's like a newborn baby crying in a cot.
I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Flaming hell. She has to go always one step further, doesn't she? Eh? Right, well, thank you. I'll be going now. Interesting. Afraid I should learn to speak when she's spoken to. I'm not ready to go yet on my ship until I've explored the entirety of this complex. So I'm just going to run down up here to see if we can interrupt her meditations. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Or maybe Kreia will stick her beak in before we manage to get there. In fact, the door's more than likely going to be locked. Cold to the touch.
Curious thing. What lies behind it?
Atrice, of course. When I first met her, she emerged from this chamber.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
And do you know how to access meditation chambers, O Fountain of Knowledge? Damn it. Oh well. Looks like I'm resorting to flying away. Good old Hawky. Nice to see you again. Are we going back to Citadel Station now? I wonder. Yep. Good riddance.
Well, now that we're off that Dajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's the matter? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? downloaded Atris's archives?
What is the machine saying?
Oh! The Fountain of Knowledge doesn't know how to speak droidish, does she? Ah. Good to know she doesn't know everything. Kreia, if you got with a picture, you'd realise that he said there's a hollow record of my trial on Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
What do you mean we? You did nothing.
Do you know why we have called you here?
Yes! I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You weren't there, and you'll never understand.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Oh! There you go, old man! Take it! Or did he just... Oh, I thought she actually stabbed him with it. She might have just handed it over. It would have been quite hilarious if she did stab him.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code, and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Hidden secrets? I feel I will.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Indeed they do. Kreia? Is that all there is? Must be more, surely. Atreus has the list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, show me. Jedi councillors that exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Well, unfortunately, we have no choice in the matter. Those Jedi know what happened to me, and I am going to find the truth.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Yes, there is actually. It was taken from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
Really? Don't you think I can't build one?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't know where to start. Do you?
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
How handy. Well, spit it out then. What do we need?
We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no.
What are you arguing about now?
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's going on?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Oh, upgrade? That sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Ooh, +2 to Constitution. Nice. So, we are back on board the Ebon Hawk. And our party members and getting to know one another. So this is telling us about the masters that have gone to the various planets. We don't know if they're still alive, but there is a chance they will know why we were exiled, and more of the Sith threat. So we're going to go seek them out for information, and of course we're going to look at crafting ourselves a lightsaber. But we'll get to that next time. So join me then. We shall go around the ship, speaking with our companions, looking to start crafting our lightsaber, and then heading out to the next location. So join me then. See you soon.